¿Qué tal, gente? ¿Cómo están? Acá estamos iniciando un nuevo episodio de Concil. Justo vamos a empezar donde nos habíamos quedado. Creo que teníamos que ir a intentar, bueno, como dice la historia acá en la esquina, y convencer a Mr. Godoy para ver qué es lo que nos dice y si se une a nuestro grupo con Morty. Esto es lo que tenía. Este patrón. Me quemo.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming. Which four-letter word could open this chest?
No sé qué será esto. No sé qué.
Aren't you afraid our projects for Italy may be discovered before we... Oh, please excuse us, Louis, but I need to speak with Lord Mortimer in private.
No. What do you want, Louis?
Consejo para abordar a Godoy. ¿Cómo va a desarrollar el resto de la conferencia?
I'm going to have a word with Duke Manuel, but you know him better than I do, I believe.
Yes. Avoid any marks of respect and protocol pertaining to his rank. He's not fond of courtly manners.
Thank you for the advice, my lord. When are we supposed to vote?
The conference resumes tomorrow morning. That leaves little time for the little favor I spoke to you about.
Indeed. I'll go straight away. I shall be leaving you.
Bueno, los dejo chismosear. Chismosos. Vamos a ver. Este. Creo que.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays. Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Bueno, al menos tengo agua del Carmen. Paraíso de Dante. acordarme de esto. Y creo que ese cofre que está arriba que no puedo abrirlo, que requiere 4 letras, creo que la clave está en eso, lo que hablan del paraíso de Dante.
The signs of obscurantism. The Great Work of the Soul by S. Madone. Pure alchemy is a thought, an art that is performed on the matter of the soul. Great alchemists work to transform and perfect the latter by a series of processes known as the Great Work. There are 4 phases to attain the ultimate in spiritual fulfillment. The human soul must descend, be corrupt, in order to become decomposed. It's something like what I felt when I think of what I found out about my mother. The soul broken up must be purified by the alchemist. Nice program. The human soul must descend, be corrupt, in order to become decomposed. It's something like what I felt when I think of what I found out about my mother. The soul must be transformed in order to attain sublimation by the recombination of the alchemist. It's tempting. Thus ends the great work. The incarnation of the purified spirit, the elevation of the soul, now become perfect. Its resurrection, thanks to the action of the alchemist. Except if the alchemist has bad intentions, then it's called manipulation. Very metaphorical as occult theories go. The human spirit being the prima materia of the alchemist.
Yo creo que es de esta habitación. La habitación Gregory, querido Johan, me alegra que haya decidido venir. Estaba seguro de que aceptaría mi invitación a pesar de los riesgos y de conocernos muy bien. Aunque hemos superado numerosos obstáculos juntos, no puedo ocultar mis temores esta vez. Los asuntos que debemos tratar son clave. Que se una a nosotros, Johan, es un factor valiosísimo. Siga trabajando duro y estaré aún más orgulloso y satisfecho. Espero verlo pronto de nuevo. Gregory, entre esta habitación.
Monsieur Johann van Boone.
Ah, no. Me equivoqué.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
¿La habitación de quién es? Oh, la habitación de Elizabeth. Siento mal por no haberme ido con ella. Ah. Cama. Ah. Ya puedo salir esta vez. Qué interesante se ve.
fragment of amber.
Puedo entrar. Puedo entrar. Ahí va. Sí, jaleita, ¿ves? Indagando se aprende. ¿Y a qué habitación? Allá. Ups, creo que me quedé encerrado. Ah, me quedé encerrado. Faltaba. ¿Qué es eso? No puede ser por la habitación de Johan. Toda la vueltaza que me voy a comer.
President George Washington. Locked.
Que siga de repente algo oculta Georgie.
The president's personal reserve of laudanum, and judging by the quantity, you can't go without it. Ah, there's also a letter.
Estimado señor presidente, le envío mi respuesta con la mayor brevedad posible. Hablamos de este asunto antes de su partida, pero veo que la situación no ha mejorado. Le pido que siga mi consejo y deje de consumir laudanum de inmediato. Estoy buscando un sustituto, pero me temo que no está dispuesto a esperar. Consumo excesivo podría afectar negativamente a la posibilidad de asegurar su próximo mandato. Su adicción está perjudicando el ejercicio de sus funciones. Amigo mío, me temo que no tengo más remedio que suspender sus dosis diarias solamente. Atentamente, el doctor W. Tom. Sé que Georgie abusa de la mía. Georgie drogadicto.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place.
Mi
I
querido
have a
George,
project to show
tal y
you.
como habíamos acordado,
It is
tengo el
time
honor de
that the
invitar a mi
United
mansión.
States
Me
played a
gustaría
more
enseñarle
important
un
role
proyecto en
on
el
the
que estoy
world
trabajando.
stage.
Ha llegado el
I
momento
understand
de que
your
los Estados Unidos
reluctance
se
in
empeñen
playing
un
with
papel más
fire.
importante en la
I
escena
know
mundial.
your new country is
Entiendo su
very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we
reticencia a
have built
jugar con
together.
fuego.
I
Soy
look forward to
consciente de
seeing
que
you
su nuevo
soon.
país aún
Your
es
friend,
joven, pero le
William.
aseguro que jamás haría nada de que pusiese en peligro lo que hemos construido juntos. Espero verlo pronto, su amigo William. Te apoyo. Esto lo vi ya.
The map of Vermont.
Lo interesante fue que descubrí esa carta. Lo que sé es que yo sí, eso. Drogadicto.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
Ah, Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Si pretende entrar, sí.
I've searched all over the manor, but I can't find him.
One thing's for sure, Monsieur de Richet. He's neither in his room nor on this floor. I've just looked all over.
I propose we both look for him. The first to find him tells the Duke that the other is also looking for him. Agreed?
Perfect. Let's do that. I shall have a look in the library. If you find the Duke before me, tell him I want to speak to him.
Yes. Let's proceed as you say.
Thank you, Monsieur de Richet.
Sí, claro.
Right. Now be a good boy and go look somewhere else.
¿Ya estaba en esa habitación?
Prometheus, punished for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to man. Don Quixote, talking without thinking is like shooting without taking aim. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Manuel Godoy, a painting of himself in his room. Now that's not going to help him develop a sense of modesty.
Bien, Jaleita.
The Kiss of Judas, painted by Caravaggio. This is how Judas pointed out Christ to the Roman soldiers. Can you imagine a worse betrayal?
Señor Duque, aquí tiene la información que ha obtenido nuestro servicio de inteligencia. Puedo confiar sin lugar a dudas que el señor ahí estado trabajando en acuerdo con Gran Bretaña. El objetivo parece ser el de debilitar la economía francesa y en secreto también la española, mediante la confiscación de mercancía en alta mar. Nuestros fondos públicos ya se resienten debido al embargo de los productos alimenticios franceses, por lo que un tratado como este acabaría con nuestras colonias. No me cabe la menor duda de que para pronto automática. Quedo a la espera de quién la habrá mandado.
Mary Louise of Parma. How ironic having a painting of the Queen of Spain in one's room, my Lord Duke. It looks like someone's hidden something on the back of this painting. It's a letter. Of course, it's written in Spanish. It reeks of lavender. Well, well, Mr. Godoy, you seem very interested in hiding this letter. Another secret romance, I presume?
Wow, queremos enterarnos. Pero
So, let's see what it says.
me había olvidado. Mi delicada Pepita, me siento muy culpable por estar tan lejos de ti de nuevo, aunque sea por el bien de mi país. Me siento fatal por haber tenido que marcharme tras una expedición, ya que eres la única mujer a la que amo, jefa, para siempre. Yo te lo he dicho antes. Todo lo que tengo, todo lo que puedo ofrecerte, se lo debo al afecto de la reina. Sigamos unidos, por favor, incluso en el sacrificio, por nosotros y por nuestros futuros hijos. Deja de ponerte celosa. Tú eres la única que ocupa mis pensamientos, todo lo demás es un juego, te lo juro.
It seems that the Queen isn't the only one enjoying the Lord Duke's favors. If the Queen found out, it would cost him dearly. I'll keep it with me. You never know.
Ah, lo que uno se puede enterar. Importante tener ese tipo de información a la mano. Uy, eres un chantajista, mi querido hijo.
Brutus and his companions taking an oath to kill Caesar.
Hey, a Russian ruble.
Estoy dando
What
todas
will
las
it be
monedas,
worth
¿no?
today?
Sí, bro. Dime otra cosa.
Charles IV of Spain. Now there's no chance of Godoy forgetting who he owes everything to.
Bro, ponerme agua del Carmen. Esa.
Maria Louisa of Parma. Although not Godoy's true love, the Queen is his benefactress according to some people.
Claro, pues. No, ya, ahí está. Pasa. ¿Cómo vas a decir esas cosas? Tú bien sabes cómo es.
A fragment of amber.
Bueno, no está Godoy. Nos vamos antes de que llegue. Si no está el duque, eso quiere decir que está abajo.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ya te caeré, duquesa. Escaleras.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
Have you seen Duke Manuel?
The Duke is in the dining room, sir.
Entonces, vamos por aquí. ¿Que no era de noche? ¿Está amaneciendo ya? Manuelito, vamos a hablar contigo, Manuelito.
Duke Manuel?
Well, well. Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you. I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
A ver, ¿qué quiere de mí, señor? Me preguntaré por qué estaba enfadado cuando llegó, recordaré los intereses con nuestros países, guardar busca para apoyar a Mortimer. He venido a que
Duke Manuel, I've come to talk. A distinguished man like yourself will not let a small disagreement get in the way of progress. I'm convinced that we can come to an arrangement that will satisfy, well, all parties. Lord Mortimer's project could be beneficial for everyone.
How dare you stand here before me after that conference? Never will I follow France, monsieur. Never. Just tell me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries just waiting for the word to pounce. Really, I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We are President of the United States, England, and many other countries. We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you're right, Sir Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
Dígame, ¿de verdad que España tiene interés de Luisiana?
Duke Manuel, for Spain, I don't know. But for you, I'm convinced that Lord Mortimer will thank you generously.
You would not be trying to bribe me, would you?
Nothing could be further from my mind. It would be an insult to believe that someone such as yourself might have a practical attitude towards its virtue. Even so, it is only natural that you be supported and encouraged if you were to follow Lord Mortimer, isn't it?
Indeed, for services rendered, it would be natural for me to receive compensation for the time spent achieving such an undertaking, yes?
Naturally. And, given your status, my Lord Duke, the compensation would have to be considerable.
Naturally. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
¿Qué ganas tú? Si lo chantaje... Puede ser que lo chantajemos, ¿ah? Chantajearlo podría ser, ¿ah? Chantajearlo podría ser, ¿ah? Tengo la carta. Pero también conlleva que no. Acciones.
I'm sure that Lord Mortimer will be very appreciative. He's always supported those who have given him help, and you know well that he has every means to do so.
That at least is true.
Come on, you fool, give it up.
Era para chantajearlo.
Like
No sé si era...
Monsieur, I am
Debí haberlo
astounded.
chantajeado.
I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless,
Hasta que cogí la carta.
if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement will become null and void.
Of
No,
course,
hubiera
my Lord
chantajeado.
Duke.
No hubiera
You can
perdido.
count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke.
See you tomorrow.
Bien.
That's one thing out of the way. The only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
Bueno. Vamos a la camita. Ya. Nos vamos a la cama, muchachón. Lo mereces. Ah, por aquí. Ahí. Alea. Agua de Carmen.
Beatrice, the Miller brothers, mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
¿Nos perdimos? Yo me perdí. Quiero salir, pero mejor. ¿Qué vuelta estoy dando? Bien.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near, his brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Vamos por las escaleritas. Está chantajeado. Pero tenía ese riesgo de que gente se molestaba, nos agarrábamos a golpes.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Lo voy a dejar ahí y ya nos vamos a ver en el próximo capítulo, ¿ya? Sí, creo que sí, ya acá lo dejo. Más he dado vueltas, he ganado solamente una fase. Eso.
Hey, Peru's name tag's fallen off, and his door's ajar.
Wow, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó aquí? ¿Quién se peleó?
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Pero no encontrar a Perú muerto por allá. Y de niña me gustaría compartir contigo el pensamiento más tranquilo. Ah, esto. Yo soy padre. ¿Lo he leído? Bueno, por si acaso. Mi querida niña Eleonor, me gustaría compartir contigo mis pensamientos más tranquilos del momento. No hace falta que te diga lo mucho que te he hecho de menos y justo me arrepiento de haberme separado de ti. Yo sé que serás virtuosa y valiente. Estarás a salvo con tu hermana Marie Helen. Nunca podré enmendar mis errores, pero ahora sé cómo mantenerte a salvo. Consecuencias de esta vez por todas. Ten siempre presente mi devoción y mi cariño paternales. Nunca dudes de ellos, pase lo que pase. Debes saber que todo saldrá bien al final. Me aseguraré de protegerte, cueste lo que cueste, así que mantén la confianza y la serenidad en todos los tiempos de dificultades. Con todo mi amor, tu orgulloso padre. ¿Qué habrá pasado? Con zapatas arriba. Cayó. Monsieur Peru está acá, solito y abandonado como huevo de ceviche.
Leave me, Deriche. I don't feel like talking.
Your door was ajar, and well, given the state of your room, I was worried.
It's none of your business.
Very well. I'll leave you then. See you tomorrow, monsieur.
¿Qué habrá pasado? interesante. Y esta habitación es de...
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask
Como
you to
acordamos,
join
me
us
gustaría que se uniese
in
al encuentro
January
de alta sociedad
on my
organizado
island
por la
to
ONU.
participate in the High
El
Society
evento
meeting
tendrá lugar el próximo mes de
organized for
enero
the
en
occasion.
Isla.
You
Tendremos...
shall be
ya,
able to...
ya sabemos que la última tontería que le manda Morty a todos sus invitados. Está cerrada la habitación.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannicus, the last emperor of the Caesar dynasty.
Bueno.
The Beaucaire dinner. It hasn't been signed yet, but there's a letter with it.
Estimado Bonaparte, como lo prometí, aquí tiene las páginas que le recomiendo en los próximos meses. Ambos sabemos que la falta de tiempo le ha impedido redactar estas líneas. Sin embargo, reflejan sus ideas. No debe sentirse en deuda, pues no será suficiente. El bien a todos.
So, Bonaparte is going to publish a book that he didn't write. That crafty little rascal.
Sí, creo que me estoy enterando de la vida de todos. Ya me iba a ir ya.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly.
Perdón. Estimado señor Bonaparte, respuesta a su petición para consagrarse dentro de nuestra ciudad, le informo de que, por desgracia, no cumple los requisitos para convertirse en miembro de la Orden Dorada. Sin embargo, es un honor que haya mostrado interés en nuestras acciones y actividades. Estamos convencidos de que su gran interés por las ciencias ocultas le permitirá unirse en el... Hasta que llegue ese momento, acepte todo nuestro aprecio, Sara de hoy. Carta de para la madre iglesia.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
No, está cerrado. Ah, qué lástima. Queríamos ir a visitar a la duquesa. ¿Qué pasa?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ah, esto no.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough. Huh, that's me.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Pero,
Duchess, you're here. What a charming surprise.
por favor,
I'm
haz la
beginning to think you
confianza,
can't be
Dios mío,
without
en
me.
cualquier momento.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
Por
That's
supuesto
not what
que
I
no.
said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why is that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe
La
he has
mandado para
every
convencerme,
chance of
seguro.
winning.
Es la típica.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, You didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Nada más.
Do you perhaps know something that I don't? Come on, Emily. It's time you lay your cards on the table. If you have a good reason for Spain to keep Louisiana, I'm all ears.
Louis, I can assure you on good authority that the Crown will never let France take over Louisiana without taking firm action. Your country has everything to lose, especially now, it being weakened as it is on the home front.
In other words, you believe the aim is to weaken France?
Just an observation, Louis. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
Vamos a utilizar la manipulación.
Of course, Emily. You know you have my full trust.
Louis, you're lying. That's not good. Any more of that and I might get upset. Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
Unfortunately, my word is my bond. I don't want to leave Lord Mortimer in the lurch.
Very well, as you wish. It's up to you to decide.
Tell me, are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Still nothing. And you? Any news of your sister?
No, but knowing her, I'm persuaded she's on someone's trail. You'll see. She'll surprise us all.
If only you knew, Emily. You're right. We must remain positive. I'm sure it won't be long before she turns up.
My thoughts too. She is Duchess Hillsborough after all.
And as such, she is capable of anything.
I am sure that you'll appreciate her. You'll see.
No doubt about that.
And it might turn out that you prefer her to me. Who knows?
Que puede que al final la prefiera.
Rest assured, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sure she's very nice, but there is only one Emily Hillsborough.
We shall see. Can we change subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Ah, por supuesto. Luis tiene el encanto. Ahí está. La apretadita en la cintura y la jalada correspondiente. Bien, campeón.
Come, Louis.
Por supuesto que iba con todo, Luis. Vete a la cama. Se fue a la cama.
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough, why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
No sé, pero sentí como que se dio cuenta de que no era Godoy. Como que ya sabe.
Emily?
Salió, pues,
Emily? Are you there?
va a estar esperando también. Te
Typical.
pasas, Luisa, te pasas.
There she goes again. What's with this habit of hers of taking off in the middle of the night?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer.
We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me reassure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
Against. Against.
And you, Duke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and
Goodbye.
Calm, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest.
Sí,
You
de hecho.
included.
Mucha razón.
I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What? What is he doing?
If you think France is afraid of you, you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change
Se
your
salió de control todo.
Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was
Well,
nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President
qué
Washington,
feo.
what is your position?
Qué feo te portas,
Four,
Namo.
of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My lord did this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, Camille.
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques,
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jack, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord.
¿Te vas a
I shall
matar?
no longer work for you.
Ah, mátate, no. Tengo una hija.
enough of your money, your influence, your power.
No lo hace,
I
no
want
lo
my
hace, no lo
freedom
hace,
back.
por favor.
I want my damn life back.
Lo hizo. Lo hizo. Ah. Bueno, gente, me voy triste porque debía haberlo salvado, pero no lo hice porque pensé que no lo iba a hacer. Pensé que alguien más iba a intervenir y lo dejé pasar. Bueno, eso sería todo, muchachos. Nos vemos en la próxima. Cuídense. Hasta pronto. Vemos.